is the difference between a misdemeanor and a felony? Our team of former prosecutors at the Bianchi Law Group located in Parsippany, New Jersey get this question all the time. So let's get these terms down a little bit, because a lot of times there's confusion about what you see on TV as opposed to what we call these things in the state of New Jersey. There are no misdemeanors in the state of New Jersey. The equivalent of what most people refer to as a misdemeanor in New Jersey is called a disorderly person's offense. So let's break down the difference between the crimes in New Jersey. Very important to know. And unfortunately, we hear it all too often. Many times this is not explained to a criminal defendant as opposed to a disorderly person's offense. In New Jersey, felonies, again, we call them indictable offenses or indictable crimes, not felonies. Crimes, or otherwise known as felonies, come in 4 categories: first degree, second degree, third degree, fourth degree. And again, they're crimes, not felonies. We get what you're saying, but let's keep the language precise. In each of those crimes, first being the worst, that could be a sentence of 20 years, up to 20 years for most offenses, but some are even higher than that. Second degree carries between 5 to 10 years in New Jersey State Prison. A third degree crime carries between 3 to 5 years in New Jersey. And a fourth degree crime carries up to 18 months in New Jersey. Now, it's very, very important when you're listening to those numbers to understand that while are the sentencing ranges, there's a big difference between a first and a second degree offense in terms of how it's treated for purposes of sentencing, and a third and a fourth degree offense. And that comes down to what they call either the presumption of incarceration, which means that it's presumed you will go to state prison for first and second degree offenses, and for most third and fourth degree offenses, there's a presumption against incarceration. Again, there's caveats to each of these rules. These are instructional videos, so we're trying to give you the general overall understanding here. And what that essentially means is that if you're a first offender for a third or fourth degree crime, there's a presumption against you going to state prison. Now, like everything else, I got to give you a big caveat with that. There's a presumption against going to state prison, but there is a possibility you could serve up to probation with 364 days, no more than 364, that's the number, 364 days in the county jail. Okay, but nevertheless, a third and fourth degree offense, less serious than a first and second degree offense, okay? Those are the crimes in New Jersey: first, second, third, and fourth. Underneath those are what we call disorderly persons offenses. Now, it's important to understand, while the name is different, it has significant differences in terms of the collateral consequences to you should you be involved in the criminal justice system. Disorderly persons offenses are not considered crimes, or, as they say in other states, felonies, for the purposes of that proceeding. They're considered offenses. Why does that make a difference? Well, many times clients will ask, my application for the job says, or a background check in my work, they're doing this, or in order for me to get into the armed services, they're requiring that. And they want to know if I've ever been convicted of a crime or a felony. A disorderly person's offense is not a crime or a felony, and by the way, neither is a DUI ticket. Many times we have these people calling and they're very, very concerned. Each of these things can carry a potential county jail sentence, but it's not considered a conviction. It's not considered a crime in the state of New Jersey. Now, interestingly, even though second, third, and fourth degree offenses are crimes, you're entitled to all the benefits of a crime. Proof beyond a reasonable doubt, 12 jurors have to find you guilty, you have a right to cross-examine witnesses, you have a right not to testify or give a statement against yourself pursuant to the Fifth Amendment. You have a right to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures. These are all areas good defense lawyers look into. And even though disorderly persons and petty disorderly persons offenses are not crimes in the state of New Jersey, they're still given those very same constitutional protections as if it's a crime. So from a procedural point of view, the benefit to the defendant is they get all the protections on a disorderly persons offense that you would get in the criminal justice process. However, a conviction or a plea to a disorderly persons offense would not be considered a crime or a felony in the state of New Jersey. So those are the basic strokes of that. And if you have any questions, certainly our team of former prosecutors at the Bianchi Law Group practicing throughout the state of New Jersey, the office is located in Parsippany and Red Bank. You're more than welcome to reach out. Very proud of the team that we have. And so we get asked this question, and sometimes I like to do it right in the beginning to get it out there so that we can speak the same language and start educating you, because by education, You're taking a very, very daunting system, something that somebody may not be accustomed to, and using the same terminology, you're better able to advise a client and give them all that proper advice as you go through the process and trying to help them with regard to any kind of crime and or offense they've been charged with. Thanks very much for listening. I hope this was helpful.